Fella SWAT is not as attractive or sexy as women think it is. Basically any intentional misdirection. Like playing games. Hard to get. Only hinting towards feelings. Never saying anything. etc. Like I do not think I've ever looked at someone and went, oh, they cannot communicate at all. God, I wanna date them. I had a friend like that. She basically thought that men had to fight for her. Whenever she dated someone, she made a point of pushing them away at least once and then expected the guy to chase after her and prove he was really into her. It was all, if he really likes me, he lines come back. Girl, if you really liked him, you would not play that game. Flirting or making out with my dad when trying to make me jealous. Putting other girls down. Gross. Intentionally difficult to read signals of interest. I do not consider myself dumb at all. But I'm no genius either. If it feels like I'm trying to decode hieroglyphs with you, I'm probably gonna give up. I chased someone for months. We did manage a hot date or two, and then I was ghosted. I tried and tried, but nothing. I later got married, and when we did finally catch up, she told me I was always here, like I gave up. The mind. It boggles. When they think being crazy is like a positive or attractive thing. Like, yeah, I punch my boyfriend if he does not pay attention to me. I'm quirky lol. Like, no, you re just toxic. Abuse isn't funny when women do it, and I wish we'd quit normalizing it. Granted, we re getting better. Like when Cardigan talked about how crazy she was, like it was a joke and not an abusive relationship. Do unto others, man. Playing hard to get. I will give up. Hard to get usually involves some form of no, and given that my upbringing was firmly of the no means no variety, I am gonna respect that, and we read done immediately. Playing hard to get and then asking why you aren't interested in them. Just ducking and saying. Somewhat related, but I had a girlfriend who, at the start of the relationship, stated she was serious about her Christian values and didn't want to have sex until marriage. Alright. I'm cool with that. I'm more in it for companionship anyway. So I never pushed the issue. Then when the relationship ended, she complained that I never made any moves. Like, what do you want? I respected your values. Sorry, I guess. I think she wanted to have sex and also wanted someone to blame for her having sex. I have been this guy and you are absolutely correct. I was willing to wait, so we did, and after we split I didn't make any moves. Okay. We got back together a few years later and had tons of sex, and I was a bad influence or something. Like she made me feel guilty for making her feel guilty. Okay. Pretending to not notice me. This trend has caught on something fierce after getting my tips frosted. My current girlfriend would purposely bring conversations to a dead end to see if I would keep talking to her and bring up new topics. She was interested in me and was trying to find out if I was too by continuing to talk to her. However, it came off as she is not at all interested in me and did not want to continue talking to me. Please do not do this to anyone ever. We are still in a relationship. I really enjoy being in it, and we are very happy. She did this only over text when we first started talking to each other, but the point still remains the same. I felt as if she wasn't interested. But I guess that wasn't the case. Acting dumb if it is an act. Used to know a girl for years that I thought was a moron. One day she shows me her Excel spreadsheet about how much faster she will get a car if she clicks in early and leaves late. Flash forward a month and I go to get food where she works and see her getting told off by the manager for working extra. She uses the most innocent voice to say, oh my god, I had no idea that would affect my pay. I thought I just got paid for what I was scheduled and was trying to help. Ding ding ding. Sometimes it's just easier to act dumb and let other people do things for you. People like helping out. Paris Hilton had a crappy reality show several years ago and this was one of her go-to ways to avoid work. She would agree to help someone who asked and then purposely do a shit job so that they never ask again. Just acted innocent, dumb, incompetent the whole time. Being anything other than genuine. It's really hard to do, since we're all scared that if we let people see our true selves, they would not like us. But the truth is that the true you is the most beautiful you. Damn, that is refreshing. I put my true self out there to my ex. But he was certain I was exactly like all his exes. Like, no, this is me. See me for who I am. Not who you're afraid I will be. Was the biggest thing that was in our way. He carried that baggage with him like a loaded mule. Playing hard to get. Man, I absolutely hate that, and I know many agree with me. Edit. Thank you so much to everyone who commented, upvoted, and awarded me. Very much appreciated. Hard to get makes you hard to want. Also, ghosting a man or woman, or other when you're in a relationship or dating, it's not fun when they do it to you. It's not fun when you do it to them. You're not playing hard to get. You're just telling the person you like that they're not important enough to get back to in a timely manner. If you're busy, that's cool. If you do not want to talk, that's cool too. If you're not as interested as we are, sucks but a-okay. Just say so. Same goes for one word replies. Especially K, when you re-miffed. We're notoriously bad mind readers, and the only difference between us is that most of the time we would not question you. We lines just feel badly. Also, remember that people can see the when you retyping. How I Met Your Mother has a term for this. On the hook. When you re-keeping someone on your hook, you're just keeping them around because it makes you feel good knowing you always have that one person to fall back on, even though you personally don't and never will have any romantic feelings for this person. Do not compare us to an ex. Even if we have a bigger dick, you're just building paranoia that we're constantly being compared to someone else. Being ultra dramatic up and down. To be fair, I think this works when young women do it with young guys. It draws them in. But as guys emotionally mature and figure out what they want out of life, it becomes more of a red flag than a manic pixie dream girl situation. The female equivalent of the bad boy. Reverting to the baby voice. Whittle me. You got a sister that talks normal or something. Hints. We're not that smart. Just tell us. The problem with hints as I see it, the other person is in a weird position of not being sure if they should act or not. Are they hinting that I should sit closer and put my arm around? Or are they subtly trying to hide the fact they're pulling out their phone to text a friend to save them from this situation? Or are they just being nice and I'm reading too much into this? Whether I attempt to act or not on the hint, the odds are not in my favor. The safe bet is to not act on a hint or risk coming off as creepy or too forward. Not acting on a hint just makes you appear not as observant, slow on the uptake, or aloof. Not necessarily bad, but at least better than the guy who tried to act on a hint you weren't giving and appearing like a creep, overbearing, or possibly controlling. It's not that we're not smart. We probably picked up on the hint. We just didn't want to overstep a line we do not know where it is drawn. Don't fake interest in my interests. If you don't like football or video games, just say so. I could not give two shits about steam trains and trains in general, except to notice that some of them look neat. My husband is obsessed with them. What do? I point out trains wherever we go because I know he will want to watch. I send him random trains that come up in memes. I'm looking for a cross stitch pattern to stitch for him of a steam train. I'm helping him build a goddamned 5x9 layout in our basement and just hung 6 shelves for him to display part of his collection. Do I care about trains? No. But I love my husband and want to see him happy and have fun with his hobbies. Do I let him play train videos late at night with sound on? No. He knows better. My hobbies are a bit quieter, but he also will send me memes about art and look at cross-stitch patterns with me. And I have successfully gotten him into multiple book series and Welcome to Night Vale. I'm basically agreeing with you and just pointing out that there are lots of ways to be aware of and encourage your SOS interests, but not pretend like you are a fan of them. I agree with this. I was seeing a girl a long time ago who wasn't really interested in dinosaurs, even though I really am. But she still went on a road trip to Chicago with me to see their dinosaur collection at the Field Museum, and she would ask me questions about the dinosaurs and let me nerd out about them. Looking back on it, it makes me really happy that she would do that, even if it was boring to her. And it's something I try to do for people I care about to this day. The Kardashian look. pumped up lips and are disproportionately large, but are a huge turn off for me. It's just not natural. Freakishly over the top moans, or saying your cock is so big. Like, I know where I stand. Lol. The duck face look, and almost all lip enhancements like injections. It looks like you're having an allergic reaction and I feel like I need to get you some Benadryl. Edit OFC. Not cleft lip surgery. Entirely necessary for a good coel. Exceptions to every rule, but this is Reddit and someone will take this comment to the extreme if I don't clarify. The fake lips. They look stupid. My former flatmate F32 insisted that any men who pretend they don't like the fake lips is lying. That all of them secretly go crazy over it, and that I'm a fool for not knowing that I am a woman too. So unless you are all in denial, I think I just won an argument. Edit, of course I know some men like it and no judgment. You do you. My point is precisely that she was convinced it was a universal fact, and that was my argumentation to her. Says everything about her essentialist conception of gender, and nothing, of course, about what men as a diverse group tend to like. But my logic did not win her over, because I am not a man myself. My takeaway from reading a bunch of comments: don't hide who you are, plastic surgery, fake voices, unclear intentions, desires are all very unattractive. Just be honest with who you are and what you want. I want to acknowledge people that get plastic surgery for many reasons or to many degrees. I absolutely respect that it can be something that improves lives. Playing hard to get is annoying, especially when she is given signals that could not even be picked up by NASA. I do not want to be too pushy either, so I cannot tell if she wants me to stop or to ask her out. Just let us know. You do not have to flat out tell us, but be risky with the hints. In a world where it is increasingly unacceptable for men to make women feel uncomfortable, if I think there is even a 2% chance she is not into me, then I am out. It is very easy to make someone uncomfortable if you think they are into you, but they aren't. So if she plays hard to get, I am not taking chances. I need to know for sure whether she is into me or not. Being a bad bitch. Like basically being someone who loves starting shit and having problems with other people, especially other girls. Having enemies and acting all hard isn't cute. Even people who aren't aggressive will fill social media with posts about enemies this and enemies that. But who the heck has actual enemies? I'm not talking about greater struggles and causes in a polarized world with long-standing issues to resolve, etc. I'm talking about grown-ass adults living in first world privilege claiming to have personal enemies, like they're a Batman or a Blood. If your biggest concern today is the office running out of your favorite K-cups, you're not someone slaying enemies. Whatever the duck girls on Instagram are doing. Giant lips mostly. Yo, I agree. But you go on relationship subreddits or Google online, or whatever, and there is a lot of girls with the problem my boyfriend husband keeps following. And ming Instagram girls. It is so tough to shake off that feeling that men genuinely don't like that fake look. I've been happily involved since before Instagram was a thing. Holler old people like me. But I genuinely see why I'd think that if I were young and single now. In my experience, many guys on Instagram mistake natural makeup for no makeup. Every time I see some guy on Instagram praising some woman's makeup free face, anyone who has applied makeup can tell she actually has light foundation, concealer, lip tint, mascara, and filled brows. Sometimes even highlighter and neutral eyeshadow. Girls being toxically controlling and overbearing. Like a girl not letting her BF have any time to himself and always have to know what he is doing. And then when you try to see what she is doing, she blows up in your face. Why do girls think that makes them look cute? I did this shit with my ex. I didn't do it to look cute, I'm a guy BTW. After we had broken up and I had really worked to better myself, I really just realized that most of the shit I did was from my own insecurities and I didn't even really think of it when it was all happening. Uncomfortable shoes. I hope you feel attractive and sexy in them, because wow, it's painful to watch you hobble and struggle through the car park. That fake surprise, when it seems like they're completely astonished to see you. You could just say hi, Instead of what are you doing in my house? Drawn on eyebrows. Makeup as a whole is fine. But shaving off your eyebrows just to draw them on just turns me off. Edit, I mean specifically shaving them off to just draw them on. Drawing on eyebrows because you do not have them for whatever reason, medical or not. Like if you've got light blonde hair is perfectly fine. That's just touching up emo. I have no issue with people who fill darken their existing eyebrows. Sexual harassment. When I was a server at multiple restaurants in Detroit, many ladies would take it too far. It was a running thing that I looked like the guy from 50 Shades of Grey. I really do not, and almost all of the waitresses would ask me to take them to the room or put them in timeout. One bartender would not give me my drink orders unless I called her Big Mama. I was single, but man did that get old real fast. Another time at a different restaurant, this bold ass woman straight up asked to have sex with me. I'm not a server anymore. My daughter worked in a restaurant for years with a young man who looked a bit like Stifler American Pie, except much better looking, 6'4" tall, and jacked. The harassment he would get from women my age and older bordered on felonious, and he was just this sweet, nerdy homeschool kid who didn't like attention at all. He would get so upset and embarrassed. Yes, he did significantly enhance his own very attractive appearance, but that doesn't give anyone the right to sexually harass him. Hope you're doing okay out there, buddy. Oh gosh, the fact that he was shy probably made it worse. You're absolutely right. Should not get penalized with sexual harassment because you take good care of yourself and you're a polite handsome guy at any job. It can make the day more complicated than it needs to be. All good on my end. I nailed down a much better job that goes hand in hand with what I study at university. Here's hoping they keep me around. Best of wishes to you, your family, and that model friend of your daughter's. When a woman tries to sit on a boner to tease you, to me it just hurts when she sits on it if it's tucked away into my pants. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.